Hello and thank you for joining me. This is Taliesin McKnight, and today we're going to go over practical meditation. Today I'm going to talk about meditation and how meditation works and how you can begin a meditation practice, why this is important, and we're going to go over various methods. And as the video says, we're going to focus on practical meditation. That you can use these basic principles to change your life. So first of all, what is meditation? What is meditation? When you mention that to most people, they just get an idea of someone sitting Indian style going Om, Om. But that doesn't really tell very much. I'm sure that the majority of my viewers are familiar with meditation. But there are some people that... most people have an idea that somehow it has to do with enlightenment, but they don't really know what it is. I'm sure that most of my viewers are fully aware of what meditation is, but I'm just going to go over it really quickly. Meditation can be interpreted in a number of ways. First of all, meditation is usually interpreted in the context of occultism as the ability to silence the mind, to still or silence the mind, or to focus upon one thing with one-pointed concentration. Because the problem with the mind is that we're always thinking about the past or daydreaming about the future or thinking about what we should have said the other day. And it all keeps us from being in the present, from focusing on the work at hand. In the context of ritual, ritual is, among other things, a change in consciousness. Ritual is, I'll repeat that, a change in consciousness. Whether you're moving around in a circle to a beat of a drum, whether you're swaying back and forth, repeating a chant, whether you're trying to perform a symbolic act with harnessing your emotions, ritual is, among other things, it is consciousness alteration. It is a way to direct the mind. So you could see how meditation is an important foundation for a magic practice, for ritual. Okay? So meditation is often interpreted as the way to control thought, to direct its currents. So, to still the mind, or to focus upon one thing with one-pointed concentration. Stilling the mind. Or, better put, to focus, to be able to concentrate. There's a reason that Aleister Crowley places the practice of yoga, pranayama, different meditation practices as centrally important to the practice of magic. For magic, it's very important as prerequisites, well, very helpful to have a foundation in meditation, and also to have some kind of an exercise regimen that gets the body in shape. But today we're going to talk about practical meditation. Meditation as a form of magic, so to speak. So that brings us to our next way of defining meditation. Mental development. So that meditation can be a way to develop yourself. For example, in Buddhism, there is loving kindness meditation. They are meditations with a certain aim for transforming yourself in mind. Now, the problem is, in our Western culture, people use the word meditation to mean anything. Guided meditation, guided imagery, guided visualization is a meditation, but usually in the occult, it's a stilling of the mind. But there are certain cases where it's mental development. In today's method, we're going to go over both. Okay? So, and you will see a similarity with today's teaching and hypnosis and other techniques. The reason is because hypnosis is basically going into a relaxed state of mind. It can be considered a trance state, and to repeat a suggestion. Well, today I'm going to talk about meditation in terms of focusing on a goal. Okay? To focus, it's very important to be able to focus on something with one-pointed concentration. So, okay. So, basically what you'll do is you'll create an image that represents your desire. You'll think of an image that represents your goal, or you'll focus on some type of quality that you want to bring to the surface. Perhaps you have low self-esteem. Think of something. Think of a positive image of yourself. It's important to focus on just one thing, because again, you're trying to keep your mind focused on one thing and not deviating. Meditation can be anything. It's real popular to just focus on a dot on a piece of paper. That's a legitimate form of meditation. Focus on this dot, and whenever your mind starts to wander back to work or whatever, bring your attention back to the dot or your breath. But today I'm talking about practical meditation. Let's say that you have been depressed lately. Focus on being happy. Focus on the idea of being happy. Now, there are several ways to do this. You can visualize the words happy in big letters. You can focus on the emotion. Learning to focus emotion is important for ritual. You could focus on a happy image of yourself and try to hold this image 10 minutes, 15 minutes, as long as you can, and then release it. This in itself is a form of self-hypnosis and a meditation at the same time. Other examples. Let's say you want prosperity at your job. You may visualize a money sign. Well, in the United States, that's a dollar sign. You may visualize a money sign and focus your mind and your emotions on being successful and prosperous in your business. Hold this image in your mind for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, as long as you can. So whatever you're trying to do, let's say you're trying to quit smoking, focus on being smoke-free. An image of a healthy, smoke-free you. So as a meditation, you could focus on an image of an emotion or something that you want to bring to the surface in your life. Okay. Now, one popular thing to say is that you don't want to put this in negative terms. For example, if you want to quit smoking, you don't want to think of not smoking, or you don't want to somehow image not smoking. Rather, you want to focus on a positive image of being smoke-free. So imagery and emotion, learn to direct your emotions in a certain way. Now, this in itself is important. People lose control of their emotions all the time. Can you imagine if you learn the ability to be able to switch on and off different emotions and aspects of consciousness at will, which you will learn to do this. So very simple. Create an image of your goal, try to hold this in your mind as long as possible. And this is taking a lofty concept and bringing it to practical terms. I encourage you to try this out and experiment. So create an image of an emotion or some kind of a condition and learn to hold this in the mind for a certain length of time. So that is today's lesson. I was going to go like a lot deeper, but it looks like my camera is about to run out. So anyways, that is today's lesson on practical meditation. Thank you for joining me, and see y'all next time. Have a great day, y'all.